It's important to think about the Great Migration as not just the movement of people across space, but the movement of ideas and of cultures.
After the Civil War, racial inequality persisted across the South. Policies known as Jim Crow soon became the law of the land due to black codes, which restrict state laws that detailed when, where, and how formerly enslaved people could work. African Americans were forced to work for little or no money at all. They were also oftentimes denied the right to vote and to proper education. The most ruthless organization of the Jim Crow era was the Ku Klux Klan. Although they were officially dissolved in 1869, they grew into a secret society, terrorizing black communities. Violence was on the rise, making danger a regular aspect of African American life. When World War I began, industrialized urban areas in the North, Midwest, and West faced a shortage of industrial workers. Many men were sent off to Europe to fight, leaving their jobs vacant. With war production kicking into high gear, recruiters enticed African Americans to move up north and fill these positions. Even the black newspapers like the Chicago Defender advertised this major opportunity. With nothing to lose and much to gain, the Southern community caught the nearest train, bus, or boat. The Great Migration began. The driving force behind the mass movement was to escape racial violence, pursue economic and educational opportunities, and obtain freedom from the oppression of Jim Crow. By the end of 1919, it is estimated that 1 million African Americans had left the South. The black population grew in cities like Chicago, Detroit, and New York. African Americans were seeking to participate in democracy and forced the North to pay attention to and fight the injustices in the South. There were many uphill battles, like the Red Summer of 1919, but these struggles would eventually birth beautiful movements like the Harlem Renaissance, which we'll discuss further on next week. This has been the introduction to the Great Migration.